And welcome back to another video, guys. And today I'm in Dover. Today we've got a national British protest / meeting on the beach. Loads of patriots there waving the flag. So as you know, I fly by Canterbury getting the buses. As I did, I was recording, filming this Palestine protest, and I noticed there's no police there at all. After the warning about one of their speakers going to hold up signs. Anyway, we'll take a little look over in a minute. We'll go and have a little look and meet AJ, because I can see AJ Audits in the background. But as an auditor, or a police auditor, I'm going to have a little look for 5 minutes before I get on the beach. Survey how many police are here, and they've got the batons out ready. I don't know what they're ready for, because they ain't going to do nothing other than civilised. Yeah, that's a police car. So I'd say, I'm no good at counting mines, but I'd say there's a good 100 people here so far. It's about to start, well, it's 10 to 12, so it's going to start very soon. But just before we get into it, have a little gander and have a look to see how many police with batons, how many police are present, and their manner and behaviour. At the moment, what I've seen off camera, they've been civilised. No one's approached me at the moment, but they've got their batons out, 2 of them. I've seen a couple down the road. So maybe, hopefully it's not a brutality, hopefully it's peaceful, but there's no reason why. My point was, there's no reason why any police should be here if there wasn't anything in Canterbury. But at least they're keeping their distance. I will take a walk over in there. It's lovely.
Yeah, I think coming live to you guys now. It's supposed to start around. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
How's things? Are you local? Alright.
Local enough.
Hey?
Local enough. Yeah. It's a nice baton there, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you.
No one was at Canterbury when they was doing their protest yesterday.
Pardon?
No one was in Canterbury.
Oh, right.
Stopping their protest.
Oh, right.
But they're happy enough to protest without police presence.
I don't know what happened in Canterbury yesterday, I'm not aware.
No, of course you ain't.
I don't know.
There were 2 in the car, but they don't have batons because they're a response car. I presume they have another way. You got any batons on you today? Any weapons?
Sorry?
Any weapons today, sir? You got weapons today?
Yeah, I carry a baton.
Do you think it's peaceful when there's a gathering of peaceful people when there wasn't no officers, police presence yesterday, the day before yesterday in Canterbury, when they had a peaceful protest as well, and it was peaceful. But what I'm saying, it's a bit biased, I think.
We always carry batons with us as our public protection.
We wasn't here last time. It's, why would you need protection? That's my question. Pretty much. And you think these are the people waving the flag of United Kingdom or Great Britain, whatever it is?
To answer the question, we always carry batons. It's part of our daily equipment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your name, sir?
Sam.
Sir, what's your number?
15076.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do you think it's reasonable, constable, to carry a weapon today?
My colleague said it forms part of our public personal protection equipment.
Okay.
We carry it day in, day out, whether we're in protest and whether we're...
Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying like no one's pushing the boundary, I say asking the police, but it's not nice to see that weapons there, and then there's someone who not like that, and he probably had a drink or something, and reacts differently. But what I'm saying is, in Canterbury, there was no police there at all.
I can't say I wasn't in Canterbury.
No, he wasn't, no. Okay, no problem. I was just having a little chat anyway. I didn't want to give you any grief for it. I just wanted to question it. Alright, mate. Cheers. Thank you. So we've got a nice meat wagon here as well. We've got a nice meat wagon here as well. I wonder how many pigs they're gonna hold in there. They're not gonna be in there, are they? They're also gonna be out in the grounds. But you can see anyway, can't you? You can see the heavy presence they folk, basically. Anyway, we'll catch up in a minute.
Hello fella,
Alright,
you alright?
yes sir.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah? How long are you out here today?
As much as I can.
Yeah?
Until my mum says I've got to go to bed. My
What
bedtime.
time's that you normally?
Whenever I drop or sleep, innit?
Fair enough.
How comes the police decide to come to this protest and not the one what was present Friday or Thursday in Canterbury, the Palestine protest?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I was there catching the bus coming back from Folkestone, going to the next destination. As I did, I've seen the protest, but no police are there. I said, okay, fair enough, because it good 100. It's all civil in that. But what I'm saying is, I've come today thinking there'll be no press. But then I read on Facebook and Google and the news outlet, and they tell you that there's big presence here. Well, there's only one bit of an idiot who sees a button and thinks, right, if they want grief, we'll give them grief. I'm not here. I'm doing media, so that's my objective today, right? And asking you questions. But I wasn't going to ask you a question if I didn't see the button. And then I saw buttons down there.
Yeah, it's just part of the public order uniform, really.
Oh, so
we're just here to make sure there's no like issues, no disorder, or anything like that. As long as it's like peaceful protest, like we're all for it, you know. Like people are allowed to do it. It's not illegal to have a peaceful.
Yeah, cool. I understand. Yeah, it's just that I saw it different yesterday in Canterbury, or a day before. I can't remember what day it was now.
Yeah.
But I was coming back from Folkestone, that's all I know.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a difference, and I just seen how many police there is.
Yeah.
And they're all down the beach, no one's a bit drunk, you know, no one's being public order and all that.
You sort of
go around to all the different protests then, do you? And
I've not, no, this is my second one. I'm from Folkestone, so I'm local in that.
Is this like a fresh thing that you're doing, is it? Or?
No, I've been once or twice.
Okay.
But I'm not too sure on what they can and what they can't do.
Yeah.
But I do know if there's a protest there, I should expect the same treatment in that, whatever they're protesting about. It's only because I'm from Folkestone, I thought I'd come here.
It's not far,
you know?
is it?
Yeah, exactly, that's the only reason I'm
Did you get
here.
up here on a train, did you? Or?
No, bus.
How long does it take from Folkestone to here?
About half an hour. About half an hour,
Is it
yeah.
quite a regular bus service, is it, from Folkestone?
I don't know, I don't get much, to be honest, mate.
Do you post it on like TikTok or YouTube or?
No, don't have social media.
Oh,
well, I do, but not for my media stuff. So
you
it's
just
different
record it
outlet.
just in case anything goes off and then...
Exactly, yeah. I had a nice chat to you guys anyway. Thank you. Take care. So they're just using the batons to show it's all lawful, peaceful protest, public order. Oh well, let's see how public order expands, because I don't believe anyone's going to go and do that today. Hey Constable, can I ask you a question quick? Ignored. Ignored. I bet they're saying on their comms, ignore him, ignore him. Oh well. Let's go and look for AJ. Good few hundred, isn't it?
So much for coming down. Obviously, it is still early. We did say 12 o'clock, but usually things like this don't start getting going to sort of 1, 2 o'clock. So I just want to say thank you so much for turning up. We're going to get speeches done probably in the next sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. We are expecting a few more people to come down. Please just keep doing what you're doing. Keep chatting to one another, keep meeting people. Please, please, please keep it peaceful. Work with the police as much as you can. They are working hard for us to try and make sure that everything goes smoothly. So yeah, thank you very, very much. Just want to say hello. Thank you. Yeah, we've got the speeches going in sort of 15-20 minutes, so yeah, thank you.
AJ, right, Alf, yeah mate, nice to see you mate. I did see you in the corner, but there's so many people that don't like it.
Alfie, I'm on the media, how you doing mate?
Yeah mate. Alfie, Audits.
Oh, Alfie,
on YouTube.
oh, yeah. Crazy Jake.
I was just giving him a little bit of trouble beforehand. Bringing banner.
Alfie Audits is here with me.
Yeah, I've got Alfie Audits.
Yeah. So, have a little catch up in a minute, isn't it? In that little group. I think they're doing a little speech on the beach. So I'll put it down there in a minute. Flipping hot stuff. Don't know if we can hear them. Alright. Get round the front.
That's what we're waiting on.
streets! Our streets! Stop their votes! Send them home! Send them home! Stop their votes! 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 Send them home! Back to France! 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 Send them home! Back to France!
Freedom votes are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear! Freedom votes are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear! Freedom votes are welcome here!
Are you in distress?
Well, he messaged me back. Oh, one second. Oh, up there? Grab it and move. Let it make you. Oh, crazy G! Yeah, you that was right, that was up in London. You're lying, that was here.
Yeah, thank you. I haven't managed to get one yet. Oh, actually, it's a nice one.
I haven't had a refusal yet.
At least they know what side I'm on then.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
You couldn't find a flag at the moment.
No.
I've got one on my t-shirt, but I'm not having it up because I thought it's going to rain and that. So.
Yeah, I think it's all right now.
Thanks very much.
It's all right.
They're all next to each other.
Okay. No. So many people over there, man. So much energy.
Let's start the speech, so Mr. Swallow here. Come on up, you've got to do it. You've always got plenty to say on TikTok. Adventure of on TikTok, he's got tens of thousands of followers. People love him, I'm sure you guys will too if you've not seen him before, so off you go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you all.
It says 376.
I've got a bit of a distance to the so if I can't hear myself, let me know. But honestly, seriously, I'm looking at this with this government, what's going to do, if it wasn't for us, we would be getting millions of views worldwide about the cost of living in our country. We have to protect our children, we have to prosperity for our future. Is a wanker. I mean, I'm loving the chanting, but we've got another speech to come here now. So where is Mr. Simon Moon? He's vanished. He said he was going to do a speech, and then I've not seen him since. Mr. Simon Moon? I don't know. It might have to be you now, Nick.
What in the broken Britain rent-a-crowd bullshit is this? Thanks for coming. Thanks to Rich. He started all of this. And I don't know if I was the first, but I was definitely one of the first few people to share Rich's vision, dream, whatever it was. And I remember he was following nobody. And then I got one follower. And Rich messaged me and he said, "Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it, but I'm now going to unfollow you." And he went. And then when we met, when did we meet? A couple of months ago? I told him about that. He said, "Oh my God, was that you?" I was like, "Yeah, that was me." So, hats off. It's very difficult being a creator. I've been speaking with Bruce earlier, and we get a lot of people saying to us, "Why don't you say again?" We get people saying, "Why don't you really tell us what you think?" But we can't do that because we get shut down. There is a very good chance that within the next 3 or 4 years we could have 10 million followers between us. That's powerful. All you have to do is click the share, follow, comment. You're the media, we'll be the voice. That's powerful. But if we get shut down, we don't have a...
We can't hear you!
Everybody move back. Is that better? No better.
They're Muslim, they're not. They need to have a gap.
Any good? Better? Yeah. This is a broken microphone, both of you. So I was just telling you, I was talking to Bruce earlier. We could have 10 million followers between us by the time the next election is here. That's powerful. That's more powerful than the BBC. It's more powerful than Sky TV. Share, like, comment, follow. We're talking about the things that are important to you all. You've just got to keep doing that. It costs you nothing. But we do have to be careful. TikTok is ever more difficult. Facebook, I can't believe it, seems to be the platform at the minute that is allowing a little bit more free speech. So follow us on everything. If you see an account that gets banned and shut down, go and follow them. Swanee, here, another legend. Mrs. Kent. Obviously Rich, I've met a few people here. So the dude in the background now with the blue cap on. So our story goes back about 2.5 years ago, reached out to me. He said, "Do you want to do a podcast?" I went, "Okay." So we drove to Hull, we met a guy called the TikTok Ranter, and we did a really, really shit podcast. And it's still on YouTube. Is it still on YouTube?
Yeah, it's still there.
And we both gone our separate ways, and I saw it over there. I was like, I can't believe it. We've kind of come full circle. We've got a massive following. I'm doing all right. And it just shows you with a bit of time and a little bit of leadership.
Have you heard of Highland Division?
Because there's the leader. I think we've had a really serious change. So thank you all for bringing so much. Mingle, I'll follow you all. I'm sure all the creators will. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for coming.
We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country
Simon, I jumped in your grave. Simon.
To distract that, they want to win the next general election by decreasing the voter age to 16 to 17-year-olds. Now, I'll warn you this, there's two benefits to this. Firstly, the left side of the young generation have become more radically far left due to indoctrination of the Labour Party. And I'll tell you this now, most young people don't support the Labour Party, so we won't see them for very long come in this next general election, which is the good thing. The bad thing, however, we just get the Corbynites in, which is great to see, right? Or Diane Abbott, who says that white people can't receive racism, say that that was a draft that she didn't intentionally mean to say, then affirm 2 days ago that she said it, then got surprised that the Labour Party suspended her. So the anti-Semites and the racists at the Labour Party, they're going to have great, because they'll just all move towards Corbyn, the Labour Party will get abandoned, and their distraction in trying to minimise the voting age to 16 to 17-year-olds will just all go towards reform. Because there are a high retention in Christian conservatism for young people. I've seen that anecdotally in colleges and at Speaker's Corner, and God bless all of the young people at Speaker's Corner and end associations like this, young people who come up to me and always ask for opinions and listen. People may hate you, just love it. It's hilarious. The fact that they have the audacity to prove you're a Nazi just means you have something worth saying. But seriously, I heard them once say to me, but like Adolf Hitler, I should shoot myself.
Yeah,
Which,
it's all on
I don't
YouTube,
know,
isn't he?
for an
I watch him on
organisation which is
Speaker's
called
Corner.
Stand Up for Racism,
Young Bob.
really
Yeah,
an
Young Bob.
acceptance to
I think
people
his
that they
name's Bob.
disagree with.
Yeah.
Even though the Western democracy that we promote kind of developed
We went
by
and saw
open
that Katie
discourse.
Hopkins last
It was
night.
never
Yeah.
developed by censorship and
I
council culture.
only live for
Oh, but
and don't
when we
travel
have
out of
cancel
town,
culture, we
I live
don't
in Rochester.
utilise it
Oh, right.
to deport the sexual degenerates who go against young women, but instead will cancel the people who have an opinion. For example, ladies and gentlemen, I have been kicked out of my college when I was beat up by a Muslim for promoting Christianity in Speaker's Corner for a month. Now, in response to that, ladies and gentlemen, because they're so smart in college these days, they didn't deduct my attendance when they unwantedly kicked me out for a month, so now they're refusing my second year in college. Well, to us, I'd prefer to do this full time if anyone could support me. Ladies and gentlemen, given the European people all at Dover, the kind of epicenter of mass immigration, it would be great to see more young activists like this. Really, ladies and gentlemen. It would be great to see the new generation of young people who now have the ability to vote, to go back to the gentleman conservatism that we all saw back in the day when you lot were, you old fogies were quite young. I'm sorry about that, I just kind of had to throw that out there. But wouldn't it be great? And that's my kind of prescription to you lot, ladies and gentlemen. For the young people that you may be parenting, God bless you all if you're parents here, promote them conservative values. Because it takes a community to raise a child, ladies and gentlemen, and right now the community that the Labour Party are kind of fostering aren't doing a great job. I mean, the women of the younger generation unfortunately are being persecuted by the illegal migrants, the economic migrants that we're kind of bringing in here in Dover Beach, even though we couldn't get the trucks to France unfortunately, because of the great Conservative government who couldn't get us a deal on Brexit properly. Thank you, by the way. The same government, David Cameron, who promoted sensible 1,000 net immigration, are now bringing hundreds of thousands of undocumented people. Now you've got to ask yourself this question: if these people are genuinely refugees, firstly, what's wrong with France, Albania? Secondly, you can get a Wizz airline flight for, I don't know, under £50 sometimes to the United Kingdom. And yes, that might require documentation, but to have citizenry in the British United Kingdom, for whatever reason you need a passport just to check that you're not a radical jihadist, I don't know about that. Seems like the police here would like to police the people at Dover Beach for having a civil dialogue on mass immigration, but couldn't police the oceans, which are unfortunately bringing in thousands of people. Fantastic. Now, what am I seeing as a result of mass immigration? I want to kind of point your attention to a certain religious figure that's kind of been able to thrive due to mass immigration, and that is one Muhammad Hijab. Now the people here aren't so, I don't know if you've heard of this gentleman, but yes, he is. He had a secret second wife, ladies and gentlemen, and latest news on that case, this secret second wife called Aisha, unfortunately, God bless her soul for coming out, she was abused. They lied about him being the wife of Muhammad Hijab, and in response to that, the speakers at Speaker's Corner tried to play a case that she was mentally ill, she was doubting Islam and suicidal, for saying that a Dahi of Islam was was the second wife of a big speaker. So my issue with Islam is in its radical form, and it teaches the rape within marriage, because you don't need consent for a wife within a marriage within Islam to have sex. It's the obligation of a wife within Islam to have sex regardless of the consent being given. Yes, of course. And of course in its radical form it pushes for child marriage, which of course we all like to see, what we saw in Epping. Yes, of course, it is a pedophilia, but that would be a hate crime. For example, I have a hate crime investigated against me. Now, you might want to know what I said about hate crime. In response to receiving a death threat at Speaker's Corner, I had suggested to the man who was attempting to assault me that he may have had a boyfriend trying to tug him away from the situation. Now, in response to that, ladies and gentlemen, the police got my details for supposedly inciting racial hatred, for a homophobic slur. I don't see how those categories kind of relate to one another. How does saying that someone has a boyfriend, which isn't offensive by the way, only the Muslims find that more offensive, how is that relating to racial hatred? Anyways, the man who sent me a death threat, nothing happened to him, but I'm being investigated for a hate crime. So right now, and I'll just finish off on this, a 17-year-old who does political and religious activism could potentially not have a second year in college, is potentially could be arrested for suggesting someone has a boyfriend, even though we've just gone through Pride Month, to which that was celebrated apparently, and right now is doing a speech at Dover Beach. So God bless you all. So we're going to mix it up a little bit now, because here we have Mrs. Kent. Lots of people who have seen her online, I am sure you've got lots and lots of followers, and she likes to sing songs, politically charged songs. So that's what you're going to do, aren't you? Nice one. The stage is yours. You
let me know when to hit play, I'll whack a bit of reverb on for you and we'll go from there. Technical difficulties, she's got put your passcode in. There you go. No, you don't need your camera. 4, 9, 7. So what I need to do is
Here's Dharma, the granny harmer. What's his mixed up in Israel drama? Yes, the same prick that hates on the farmers and made grannies breathe in their pajamas. He's a traitor, an undercover dictator, a war instigator. He wants to fuck around and mess with human nature. Going round kids is satanic behaviour. And we ain't gonna fight no war, and we ain't gonna play no more. We know your game is to push us to violence. And we ain't gonna fight no war, and we ain't gonna play no more. Sitting in silence, cause we know your game is to push us to violence. I've got lost where I am.
Alright, you can go.
We say no to the Israel war. So you know his dad's a toolmaker. The lads say he made a perfect violator. A top knob and an Englishman hater. A Ukrainian boy penetrator. But the BBC missed it. Hidden evidence cause they didn't want to risk it. Kept Stormer quiet with a rich tea biscuit. Guys at eruption on every news station. Don't you dare speak about immigration. In the 30s in full operation. As we continue to lie to the nation. And we ain't gonna fight no war, and we ain't gonna play no more. Sitting in silence, cause we know your game is to push us to violence. And we ain't gonna fight no war, and we ain't gonna play no more. We say no to the Israel war, no war. No war. Very relevant to today. It's awfully new. I've only just released it today, and that's why I have lyrics with me. So I hope you understand. Right, let's pop it on. Where are the women and the children? Why are they fighting age men? So many questions that need answering. Why are they letting so many in? It's a free for all, no matter what. You don't have to pay. We will give you everything. Please enjoy your stay.
In this way, look, the best thing to say. But on the case of what Lucy said, she has the backing of the public. So as soon as you do drastic actions in terms of what can be considered domestic terrorism, like going, power we have is our voting power, which we currently right now have. If you look at the documents of Reform UK,
and also of protesting power, the ability to statically protest wherever we want, regardless of where we are. Not really. I mean, I believe in a broad church conservative movement. I do believe in unity. It's the most pragmatic solution. Now, under what platform is really the question. So right now, the reason why Reform UK are so popular is because of a two-party system that have disenfranchised voters. Now, the critique is, look, we have the Conservative Party under their tenure completely failed under their promises to have sensible migration and, of course, benefit the people who were paying into the system, right? They completely went on the reverse of that. Come David Cameron, we had increases in migration, and we also had an increase of the benefit bill.
Cameron was very much a favourite European project. He didn't want to leave the first place.
Yes.
He was just trying to de-escalate tensions. But I do want to get back to the comments.
Yeah.
Go on from there. The way I see reform, because I was quite hopeful originally, but the way I see them is just they're the new Conservatives.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go to. They're composed.
And I look, I mean, I'm only in my early 20s, but even I look back to about 2015, and we saw some parties try to that were trying to deal with this migration problem, and the leaders got arrested, people got debanked, and you never heard from them again. So my concern is, all we have, no matter who gets in, Labour, Reform, Lib Dem, no matter who, or a new party, it's going to be the same thing, because ultimately the instructions are coming from somewhere else. We're just voting for a representative for the same policy.
You're just having a party which is composed of the defectors of the party that you don't like due to affiliation. So there's a few things. One, firstly, Reform UK and what they're doing. It's like kind of that skit from Mighty Python's The Life of Brian. You ever see that scene where it says, "You the people's front of Judea"? It's that. So their understanding of the political party is just going to lead into an infinite regress of splitters and people who would differ somewhat. So there needs to be a broad church conservative movement pragmatically. I don't think it can be on the Reform platform. I think it needs to be on a party that is comprised of different people who hold to this kind of set of essential dogma but disagree in some certain areas. It needs to be demographic. It needs to have a voting system. It needs to have not be a cult of one person's personality or ego, and it needs to be a fresh new mind out of the political career game. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
The trouble is, in this current system, how would that even be possible? Because anytime someone tries to set something up like that, it gets shut down immediately. Anytime it gets even enough momentum, it is blocked through social media platforms. You can't get into Parliament. They make it as impossible as they can. And then I'd also like to touch on the dinghy issue with popping dinghies. If they're in France, ultimately, I feel this needs to be dealt with. Because if things aren't dealt with in one way or another, be it of that or something less extreme, people are going to get more and more frustrated because all they see is they get their hopes up, a party's listening to them, and then they backstab them, and we're just going to go in this cycle, and then you will have domestic terrorism. Because people are getting backed into a corner. And it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. And look, what needs to happen right now, and this is what kind of the organisers of this event kind of argued for, is unity, right? So right now we have Advance UK, UKIP, even on the extreme end, like Homeland, I don't know. You have so many right-wing, I call them ideologically pure because they're more like the Corbynite right, they're like ideologically driven conservative parties. Like figureheads like Rupert Lowe, all of them need to kind of unite under one party. Unfortunately, the reason why they won't is because they all have their egos, and for someone like me, I've done this for a long time, and even on a smaller level, I've kind of seen that if you reach a certain level of popularity, you have this degree of doing something in a very particular way, and that's why a lot of people can't really work with one another. There needs to be, and I like to call them the Corbyn right, and it's not a bad place, is to say that they are actually driven by principles on the Conservative front. They all need to unite, because right now, like Advance UK has done pretty well as a small Conservative party. So if all of them were to unite, right, they would have done very well in terms of voting power, because what you're seeing is now people are being disenfranchised by Reform. That's what needs to happen. It can happen, realistically as well. There is a possibility.
I don't think it's necessarily ego for all of them, and it does play a factor, but I think the trouble is, the right is so divided over opinion. It's like, well, some go, well, this is solution, some other things solution, and the second they butt heads, they lose all interest. They go, well, no, you're this evil thing, you're this evil thing, you're actually left.
It's not ego.
They're not willing to unite.
It's when you're such an eye officer, you think so highly of yourself. It's not ego. it's just realistically who you are. You do things in very particular ways, and that's what I find.
It's ideology.
Yeah. And there's no kind of leeway, and that's why I'm kind of gentlemanly when it comes to what I believe in, because I know that I'm a 17-year-old. Who am I without the wisdom to say, well, what you're saying right now is wrong? I could come to the conclusion in a few more years how old you are to the same conclusion. So there's a degree of, well, you need to be pragmatic and give compromise.
Right, my question would be to you, where would the compromises be from? What do you think are the policies that need to be introduced that would actually start addressing this issue to calm tensions down and fix the core problems?
Yeah, so right now, let's look at immigration, because it's totally appropriate what's happening right now. So firstly, we need to take the Calais agreement that the Conservative Party proposed, that there would be an immigration centre that would kind of handle the claims of asylum seekers. Now the reason why this would happen is firstly, it would resolve the issue on the left, that there aren't safe and legal ways to come to this country. Secondly, it would reduce the possibility that people come through dinghies into here, because now they'll be vilified by the people on the left, even because they have a perfectly safe legal route to come from a safe country to another safe country. And thirdly, we need to have this understanding, well, if I don't hold to a stronger opinion than you do, therefore we can't agree with one another, right? And we need to go back to like reception children with that kind of understanding, because we look at the very extreme side of like the Homeland Party, for example. There are people even within that party that now leave because they believe their migration policy is too extreme, even though they believe that you should essentially deport anyone.
Just so we understand each other's definition, what do you consider an extreme?
Homelander, I mean, it's just the like incels online who just believe that deporting anyone is the solution to everything.
Gotcha. So you'd be against large-scale deportations, or is it just...
No, mass deportations is fine. It's just more that it shouldn't be at the main centre point of your policy making, and also it can't be seen colloquially as a solution to everything. And it needs to be one of the main tickets that you kind of push in a general election, given what people believe in. But the Homeland Party is too ethno-nat for me. I don't believe in ethno-nationalism. I don't think the UK was historically ever held to that position. Kind of makes sense.
Interesting claim to make. It hasn't historically been that way. I mean, even if you look at the demographic charts, it's not saying I agree or disagree with it, but demographically proven untrue.
Natively British, but it's not like
when we say we're leaving the UN Refugee Convention, which is a different thing to the ECHR, they're always one of the ECHR. The main one is the UN Refugee Convention. That's what legalises what is in effect illegal.
So we have a lady here who would like to do a speech. You decided to step up, haven't you? Say something. Come on over. The floor is yours.
Hello, so I've come all the way from Leicester. I stood as a Reform candidate in the general election, the only woman in Leicestershire. They've chucked loads of us out, like Ben Habib, Rupert Lowe, you name it, they've chucked people out who have free speech. I am, and I'm going to swear, march down, whoever it is, find me, fucking sick of it. I'm a retired teacher. I was called a right-wing fascist because I didn't agree with mixed toilets in secondary school. I am sick to the back teeth of a 600 to 1,000 men that are illegal with criminal records coming into our country illegally and getting paid for everything. I have been on a lot of rallies. I've been on the Tommy Robinson rally. I will go on everything going now. I can't get sacked, I'm retired. And I'm 67 and I'm a woman who brought up 2 sons who I dread for their future. I need all of you to come to Tommy Robinson on the 13th of September. But also, I am a member, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, of the Great British PAC. Please look it up, the Great British PAC. We are not a political party, but we are a pressure party. And we're fighting for everyone. We're fighting for the Chagos Islands, we're fighting for women, We're fighting for everything. I have to have a shout out for Jess Phillips. She is a fucking disgrace. How can she be a feminist and not even mention that grooming gangs are dangerous? I am sick of illegal men coming in to rape our women and children. If I get arrested on the way home, take me to the pub first.
Well, I don't think we need any more. I think it's all been said.
I'll come down and meet you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Just to quickly introduce myself, I've been doing religious and political activism since the age of 15. I'm now 17, and I'd like to appreciate the platform that I've been invited to speak on today. Now, starting out at Speaker's Corner, I saw the effects of mass immigration. The lack of social cohesion in Speaker's Corner due to a certain radical religion I won't speak about today, who, of course, in its radical form intrinsically teaches the essay of young women, young British women. That's why a quarter of foreign nationals commit the sexual assault crime and the great rape of Britain today. Well, unfortunately to the Labour government, which isn't left-wing, just flim-flam. They know when to U-turn or when to stick on a policy. It just turns whenever they think it's popular. So the closeted, secretly reformed ideologues at Labour, they push out of the 52 constituencies in the 650 United Kingdom, the most vulnerable constituencies, full of old people, full of veterans, and they slam illegal migrant hotels, which they're now suggesting, by the way, instead of the hotels which we peacefully demonstrate at, they're now suggesting to insulate and pay for homes whilst there's a housing crisis. So make that make sense, ladies and gentlemen. For whatever reason, we're living in a housing crisis, and now the Labour government are suggesting that instead of deporting them, which would be the sensible policy, that's supposedly the mandate of the Labour Party, which only got 30% of the vote, by the way. What happened to proportional representation in the first past the post system? So a 30% mandate from the people are now suggesting, whilst the majority of the United Kingdom want mass immigration, no, mass deportation, apologies, they're now suggesting that we should all sling them in the houses, that British people would die to buy. It is the hypocrisy of the Labour Party. Now, as they remove 4 of their whips, because there are some reasonable people in the Labour Party who don't...
The thing is, people, at the taxpayers' expense, we've taken down our UK flag so you won't take offence. Close our borders, it's an invasion. Close our borders, it's an invasion. I don't know how you fail to see that the people coming here are the great enemy. No, never stop. It's an invasion. Close our borders. It's an invasion.
Hello everybody, my name is Shoaib. I'm an immigrant in the UK since the last 10 years. The reason why I've decided to come here today is to let the mainstream media know. When they talk about you white guys, they say you guys are racist, you guys are fascist, you guys are the far-right thugs. So I want to tell the mainstream media, if you think these people are far-right thugs, then guess what? I am a far-right thug too. Because what I've got is a similar concern that these people have got. If you want to lock them up, lock me up with them. Because that's exactly what's going to happen now. We need to stand together. There are these illegal migrants coming in. They shouldn't be here. People say that the fight starts from your home. There is so much homelessness. There are so many veterans. There are so many single parents. They cannot look after themselves. They cannot look after their kids. And if you want to bring in all these illegal immigrants and pay for them, how about start by paying for your own homeless people, the veterans who fought for this country? How about them? Charity begins at home, exactly. So this has always been my message, and because of that, I was talking about the Pakistani rapist gang. I won't call them grooming gangs because they're not, they're rapists. They shouldn't be here. These are the most dangerous people. They're coming in the UK, and just the government's letting them in without any papers. You don't know. These people are criminals for me. When you turn up to a country illegally, guess what? You are a criminal. If the police want to parade them and say, oh, they're not criminals, well, take them to your home, let them live with you. Leave alone. And I say this to all these lefties, these people that are coming out with these fake terms, Islamophobia. Guess what? There is no Islamophobia. They talk about racism. Yes, there is racism. I'll say this honestly. There is a lot of racism in the UK, but guess what? It's against the white people. You see, exactly. And even with the legal one, now I'm talking about the legal migrants who come through the Heathrow Airport, who come through. If you guys are coming in here, and if you guys have committed any crime, yeah, you should be deported. And if you've got dual nationalities, if you cannot abide by the laws of the UK, and if you want to change the British values, the British culture, the British religion, which is Christianity, if you want to change that, guess what? Go to the Muslim country. You're more welcome. Lastly, I won't keep it too long. Lastly, I would say I have been visited by Prevent, which is counter-terrorism police, because me speaking against all these ethnic minorities being racist towards the white people, and they did not like me speaking against that. I lost my job at the Swansea Council, the most corrupt council there is, only and only because why? Because I decided to speak for things when you guys speak about, you guys are called racist. They didn't know what to do with me, so they locked me up for 15 hours. They made me lose my job saying that I am a racist. But how can you be a racist towards your own community? That's exactly, and I could never understand that. But unfortunately, I'm still in an investigation, so I can't speak much about it. But if people think that this is nothing, you need to know, now we got the news that Afghans are coming in. These are the most dangerous people, and you do not want them in this country. They're already here as well. And these people are getting deported from a third world country, and the government of this country want to welcome them in. These are criminals. We do not need these kind of problems in the country. There is so many problems already in the country. So the only thing that I would say lastly, for the mainstream media, to these lefties who want to counter-protest this, if you're not here for saving the children, why are you here? If you're not saving the children, you are complicit. You are a part of the raping gang. If you think... And I'll say to you guys as well, if anybody calls you a racist, tell them yes you are. Because if they tell me I'm a racist, because I care about the children of this country, guess what? I am a racist. You want to lock me up for that, please do. I don't care. But this is it. You see, people are coming out. We are waking up. This is not going to go on for too long. And the lefties, all these hateful groups and these organizations were protected by the government, by the organization, by the councils. All of these guys need to go. They are not here. They are traitors to the country. And if they are so much worried about a foreign country, they should go and live in that foreign country because they're not welcome here. Thank you very much.
Audit started his speech and said, I don't know what I'm going to say. Try showing up. Mr. Moon, you are next. If you're struggling to hear us in the back, the volume's really dying. I do apologise. These speakers, so the council, we're going to have a trailer and a clear here. There was going to be a stage, big PA equipment, screens, and then last minute they said no, you're not having it. So this is the best we can do in the circumstances. Nowhere to plug anything in, so they're just recharging. So I do apologise. We're doing the best we can with what we've got, which is why we've got Mr. Moon doing the speech. Because we are doing the best we can with what we've got.
First of all, guys, thanks for coming, it's really appreciated. You might know me on TikTok. I regularly call Piers Sanders a wank stain, probably for a bunch of weeks. I think the bloke's a fucking idiot. I don't think he should be Prime Minister. The problem is, we are censored all the time on TikTok. We get took down all the time. To the point, that my partner was just doing a live, and he got took down for racial, what was it? Racial hate speech. There you go. That's how much we are censored. Obviously, I support the farmers as well. I want to talk about them. Now, ever not you heard of this land grab? Any of you heard of that? Yeah? And what the plans they're going to do with that, they're basically going to say, we want this piece of land, we're taking it, we're going to give you this for it, and they have to accept it. Now, are they going to pay the rent themselves? No, they're not. They're going to give it to building contractors and sell it at full market value and basically take the money. Put into their pot. So the farmers will fucked over and have to start. And then there's the other thing as well, the inheritance tax. Now, I come from a farming background and I live loads and loads of farmers. So the problem is, when they're more wealthy, they're on the farm, they're not having basically inheritance.
Well, the sun's out, a load of people here, good turnout. Had a few speeches. I couldn't get in the right place for the video. There's so many people on the beach. Tried to get in as close as I could, but the angle was crap. So hopefully you can hear that better than see. You can see all the patron and different flags, different waves. You can see how many people are here peacefully. It all kicks off well, I've always been told it kicks off at the end. Not specifically stop the boats, but I mean like at protests. But I don't think it will today, even though, like I said to the policeman earlier, they had a Palestine protest and it wasn't governed or controlled by anyone. No police present. I've stayed as long as I can. Boy, it's quite hot now. So I'm gonna leave it there. I didn't have no trouble from anyone. I did see AJ Audits and Crazy Jake in front of me, but they're a bit busy. Gasping for a cup of tea and gasping for oxygen. And there's still people on the beach, on beaches. I couldn't get no closer, so there ain't no point me getting close. Try to or stay there in the sun because I'm going to get stressed out. So I hope you enjoyed that video.